Bad news for Ricciardo. Ricciardo's F1 future has taken yet another hit, and even though we hoped we'd see him racing again sooner rather than later, after the latest statement of Marko, we've been proved wrong. With all of the new talent ahead, Ricciardo has been forced to accept that there isn't a place for him in the team he currently resides, and more frighteningly, there doesn't seem to be a place for him anywhere on the grid. Is this the end for Ricciardo's F1 career? Vries burst onto the Formula One scene brimming with electrifying momentum. His debut at the 2022 Italian GP with Williams sent shockwaves through the paddock, leaving everyone in awe. But the real surprise came when Red Bull swooped in, securing his signature and placing him at the illustrious Alpha Tauri team. However, the once glorious momentum that propelled Vries to stardom has now fizzled into thin air. The start of the F1 2023 campaign has been nothing short of a torrid affair for him. Like a ship caught in a tempestuous storm, he finds himself adrift, unable to score a single point. In this unfortunate predicament, he shares company with his fellow rookie at Williams, Logan Sargent, both desperately searching for that elusive breakthrough. Gone are the days of awe-inspiring triumphs and headline-making performances. Vries now battles the demons of doubt and frustration, wrestling with a racing destiny that seems reluctant to smile upon him. Vries' lackluster performance in Miami added another chapter to his underwhelming season. A collision with McLaren's Lando Norris at the start left him limping to a disappointing P18 finish. The incident only intensified the swirling rumors that his future in Formula One hangs by a thread. Although Helmut Marko, the influential figure at Red Bull, hinted that an immediate termination is not on the cards, the spectre of uncertainty looms large over Vries. Marko reassured, "We won't make any hasty decisions in the next 3 races," as he divulged to F1 media. "We've had discussions with Vries, and he shares our belief that improvement is imperative. The gap between him and his teammate, the impressive Yuki Tsunoda, is just too substantial." Using the language of football, you could say that Nick has received a yellow card, but the red card hasn't been shown yet. If he shows improvement, we won't have to contemplate a driver change. The future for Vries remains uncertain as he teeters on the precipice of redemption or downfall. The pressure to enhance his performance hangs heavy, casting a shadow of doubt over his Formula One journey. Can he rise to the occasion and dispel the clouds of uncertainty? Only time will tell whether he can salvage his place in the highly competitive world of motorsport. As Vries continues to struggle, it becomes increasingly prudent for Red Bull to explore alternative options, as his chances of a sudden turnaround in performance appear slim. One name that naturally springs to mind when contemplating a potential replacement for Vries is none other than Daniel Ricciardo, who currently holds the role of Red Bull's third driver in the 2023 season. However, Helmut Marko swiftly dismissed any notions of Ricciardo being part of the equation, firmly shutting down the speculation. Instead, Red Bull would turn their attention to their pool of talented junior drivers, with Marko specifically mentioning Liam Lawson, the standout star in Super Formula, and Ayumu Iwas, who currently holds an impressive third position in the Formula 2 standings. In the worst-case scenario, we have a reservoir of young talent to fall back on, Marko affirmed. Liam Lawson and Ayumu Iwas are the specific names we are considering. Ricciardo is not in the picture. Marko further clarified that Mick Schumacher, the former Haas driver and current Mercedes reserve, is not part of their plans. Vries' upcoming opportunity to prove his worth to Red Bull will present itself at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix as the race weekend at Imola approaches on May 19th to 21st. It remains to be seen whether he can deliver a compelling performance that could potentially salvage his place within the team. The situation begs the question of what Ricciardo's future holds. It's possible that he could be given an opportunity to return to Red Bull, especially given the current tensions between Verstappen and Perez. However, such a scenario may seem unlikely. Renowned motorsport figure Eddie Jordan firmly believes that Daniel Ricciardo would be unable to match Sergio Perez's ability to pose a formidable challenge to Max Verstappen within Red Bull Racing. The start of the 2023 Formula One season has been a dominant affair for Red Bull, with Verstappen securing 3 victories and Perez claiming 2, propelling the team to a substantial 122-point lead over Aston Martin in the Constructors' Championship. Verstappen currently reigns supreme atop the driver's driver standings, holding a comfortable 14-point advantage over his teammate Perez. Looking ahead to the future, David Coulthard anticipates that several of Verstappen's peers will strive to challenge him at the front of the grid. However, Coulthard finds it difficult to envision anyone within the same team who could truly mount a serious fight against Verstappen. Adding weight to this sentiment, Eddie Jordan's belief that Ricciardo would fall short in comparison to Perez in terms of posing a genuine threat to Verstappen within the Red Bull setup raises intriguing questions about the team dynamics and the prospects of challenging their leading driver. With the tantalizing prospect of potential replacements for Vries being considered, the intricate interplay within Red Bull's driver lineup becomes a captivating narrative to watch unfold in the high-stakes world of Formula One. David Coulthard, speaking on the Formula for Success podcast, expressed his belief in a fierce battle among a generation of drivers in their mid-20s that will unfold over the next decade. Coulthard emphasized that any of these drivers, when provided with a race-winning car, would have a chance to challenge the formidable Max Verstappen. However, he acknowledged that challenging Verstappen within the same team would require an exceptional effort, as Verstappen is akin to a well-oiled machine. Coulthard shed light on Verstappen's upbringing, highlighting how he was immersed in racing from an early age, with both of his parents having racing backgrounds. This foundation, coupled with Verstappen's assertiveness, determination, and remarkable skill set, has shaped him into a force to be reckoned with on the track. In contemplating whether there exists a driver who could jump into Sergio Perez's car and leave Verstappen perplexed, Coulthard posed a thought-provoking question. Such a feat would require a level of skill and performance that would leave Verstappen wondering which way his rival had gone, signifying the immense challenge of matching Verstappen's prodigious talent within the confines of the same team. Coulthard's insights underscore the intense competition that lies ahead in Formula One and the arduous task of dethroning the indomitable Verstappen, adding further intrigue to the ongoing narrative of drivers vying for supremacy in the sport. During the podcast discussion, Eddie Jordan shared his perspective on the prospects of Daniel Ricciardo, who currently serves as a reserve driver for Red Bull in the 2023 season. Ricciardo had previously been Verstappen's teammate at Red Bull from 2016 to 2018. However, Jordan expressed doubts about Ricciardo's ability to match the impressive performance of Sergio Perez, who currently occupies that role. Drawing from his experience and observations, the former team boss stated, "I've considered this scenario multiple times, and in my opinion, Daniel Ricciardo falls short in comparison to the exceptional job that Checo is delivering. Having witnessed Daniel's previous performances, there's no way he could replicate what Checo is achieving." Jordan acknowledged that Ricciardo possesses an undeniable charm and is a joy to have around. However, he firmly asserted that Perez's current performance on the track is nothing short of remarkable, earning him the accolade of doing a magic job. With these remarks, Jordan emphasizes the high standards set by Perez and highlights the challenges Ricciardo would face in trying to match or exceed the Mexican driver's level of accomplishment within the Red Bull team. It's important for fans of Daniel Ricciardo to come to terms with the reality that he may no longer possess the same level of competitiveness, and that the Red Bull Racing RBR team, guided by the expertise of figures like Marko, holds superior knowledge regarding their driver selection. Witnessing Ricciardo's decline can be disheartening. He was once a fantastic driver, but a combination of unfavorable career choices and external circumstances have led him down a path towards fading into relative obscurity, much like many other talented individuals in the realm of Formula One. The sport is unforgiving, sparing no one. In this situation, it becomes crucial to acknowledge that the RBR team, with their deep understanding of the sport, holds invaluable insights into determining the best drivers for their cars. While it may be difficult for Ricciardo's fervent supporters, accepting this reality can help foster a more realistic perspective on his current trajectory. Daniel Ricciardo was a beloved figure among fans, but despite his undeniable talent, he was unable to reach his full potential in Formula One. What are your personal thoughts on Ricciardo's career, and would you like to see him make a return to the F1 track? Share your opinions in the comments section below.